I'm going to give you a little tour of my greenhouse and my plants. This is a Harbor Freight greenhouse, and I'm on my second year of the greenhouse. And it's all about learning how to take care of this greenhouse in the Phoenix, Arizona weather. It gets awful hot in the summertime. Great during the winter, but summer it gets pretty hot, so you tend to have a different kind of problems with a greenhouse. Let's kind of go inside and see what it looks like. Right now I've got the air conditioner on, which is a swamp cooler. I'm going to turn that off so we have a little better sound. Okay, my hobbies are basically I do bonsais. I attempt to do bonsais. I'm no expert. I just kind of dabble with it, but I enjoy it. And they are what they are. I wouldn't win any contests with them, but I have fun with them, so that's all that counts. I do a lot of ficus, and I don't know if you can see this one. It's a pretty nice little ficus. I think it's a Green Island ficus. There's all kinds of different kinds of ficuses, and I kind of lose track of what I have, but I have several different kinds. This little one here, you can see that, is a small leaf ficus. And here's another one. The pictures are probably not going to be the best because I'm taking this with my cell phone. This one here is a Schefflera. And what I'm doing is, you can see this QT cup, I'm growing roots. So this is going to be a what we call maybe a dragon that has a flowing curve to it, once the roots are established. So this will probably be in this pot for another year. There's some more little ficus here. Here's a small ficus. I'll probably give you a better picture of these later on. Just kind of going to give you a quick update of my greenhouse. In this greenhouse, as I've already said, I have a swamp cooler, and I also have a hydrofogger, which is hooked up to a reverse osmosis system. You can see that. Because the key to keeping stuff alive in Arizona, of course, is the heat. It very rarely freezes here, but it does sometimes. So you do need a heater. But this winter, I only used the heater like 2 or 3 times. You can see I have a shade cloth. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a shade cloth on the outside of the greenhouse. Here's another one of my ficus trees. I kind of like this one. It's got a pretty neat trunk on it. You can see that. It's got some aerial roots coming down. One thing that I'm intrigued with is aerial roots. I love aerial roots. So I'm always trying to grow aerial roots on ficus trees. Here I have some air plants, and this is set on a mesquite root, and you can see they're just air plants. They got no roots. They just get their moisture and their feed from the air. It's kind of a neat thing. Well, that's an airplane plant. Also, I love orchids, and I guess this last winter, I had my first reblooming of orchids. And here's one that has just bloomed this morning. In fact, this was not opened yesterday, and it is open today. You can see there's several bulbs coming out, the spike, as they call it. Now this one died, and I lost all the roots. This is a Phalaenopsis, and I lost all the roots on it. But I put it in a pot with some clay pellets. You can see that. Put a little water in the bottom, and basically it just gathers all its nutrients from the aerial roots. I need to water that a little bit. I have several types of orchids. I've got 2 orchids in the house that are blooming. You see right now the temperature in here is 85 degrees with 46% humidity. Well, I have a hard time getting the humidity up during the day because it gets so warm. But humidity at night stays pretty moist in here, and as soon as the sun starts going down, humidity is pretty good. Here is another ficus tree that I grew this out of it was just a piece of root. And we'll take a better look at that at a later time because it's in sore need of a pruning. Here is a tree I like, and I can't think right offhand what that is. It's got a massive trunk on it. There's another ficus tree. The main reason I wanted to make this video was because when I was trying to research videos for greenhouses in the Phoenix area, there was nobody really here that had greenhouses. And I know there are some, but nobody has documented, what you need to grow it. To what am I trying to say? To build and install a greenhouse, and how to keep it up, and what the challenges you have to trying to keep your stuff alive. Now, I've gone through one summer already with this, and I think the hottest it would get in here would be 95. So, really that's not too bad. And in the summertime too, during our rainy season, humidity gets pretty good in here. So this is just a quick look at my greenhouse. We're going to go outside and I'll show you a couple of more bonsais I have. This is a pomegranate, which has a pretty good trunk on it. It's pretty big and thick. This here is a juniper. As you see, I grow out of anything. This is an old barbecue that I had, and I've got a juniper in there, and it's in need of a trim. And of course we got a pretty good ficus tree in our backyard. Here is a Portacalla afra, elephant's foot. This is one of my favorite trees. It's got a pretty big trunk on it. And it's a cascading one. And this started out as a very small, I think, $2.95 out of Walmart. I think I got it, or I got it at Lowe's. And I stuck it in a pot, and it just grew. And this is kind of how it grew. And I just kind of worked on it and made it what it is today. Pretty nice. Let's see what else we got. I have a pond. Got about 12 koi in it. Probably some of them are, I guess, probably 24, 25 inches, 30 inches. Pretty big koi in there. Summertime's coming, so it's kind of hard to see the fish. We're walking over here. I got a few little vegetables and a couple of bonsais in here. Kind of hard to see because it's so glaring light out here. Here's some that I have underneath a tree. I kind of move these around. Here, these are adeniums or desert rose. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this one. It's got a pretty big trunk on it, as you can see, my hand. But it's fixing to bloom. You can see that. And some more. Here's one in bloom now. Pretty nice. Like I say, I'm no expert. I like to grow stuff. And I grew this one from seed. Pretty nice. Got a nice trunk on it. This one, I'm having a hard time keeping this one alive. But we'll go into a little more depth at a later time on that stuff. Here's my air conditioner on the outside, and a couple of more, or I guess 3 of them. Portocala afras, elephant's foot. People in bonsais that do bonsai, everything is always never finished. I just cut them. Okay, well, that's about it. We'll see how this one comes out, and we'll maybe talk to you at a later date.